Hello, my name is Marty Calloway, and I am bringing to you a brand new show called I Am. What does I am mean to you, and how can I am change your life? This is something that we are going to discuss today on this topic and on this channel today. What is I am to you, and what is I am in your life, and what can it do for you? Most people are having difficulties in life with a lot of different things. It can be bills, it can be stress for children, it can be stress from husband, it can be stress from wives, it can be stress from any kind of relationship. It can be problems that affects you individual as an individual. This is what we're going to discuss on this show. This is what we're going to talk about in your life, and simple things that you can do that you can change in your life by simply becoming the I am in your own life. That is a new change. That is a new way of living and a new thought of living. Simply by using I am in your emotions and in your thought pattern and into your subconscious mind, by just making a conscious thought on a daily basis, a conscious thought on a minute by minute basis, simply by just becoming what it is that you want to become. I don't care if you want to become a better person at work, a better person at home, a better husband, a better wife, a better mate. This is simple. It may seem like it's a hard thing to do, but it's all based on a choice that you make. And that choice that you make, if you'll simply make a choice in your mindset with life and with your thoughts about life, and just sit and think about what it is that you want in your life and the way that you want the situation to play out in your life. Most of the time, if we have situations that occur in our lives, we don't even know how to really think about what it is that we want in the situation before we blow up and get upset about the situation, which is a past training that has been taught to us through history, through our subconscious mind, and through things that we watch on TV, through our parents, through neighbors, through friends that we hang out with in previous relationships. This is what I want to talk to you about with the I am. If you think about a situation that you had in the past, you reacted to that situation based on the way that you know how to. And the way that you know how to is the way you was taught. Now, those ways may be good ways or bad ways, but if you blow up in a situation and get extremely mad, throw a tantrum, you want to pout about the situation, you want to throw things and tear up things, then whoever taught you that taught you wrong if you do not want that in your life. Now, if you want that kind of lifestyle to where you get mad, throw tantrums, that state of being and that state of mind has a direction that you can go into. And if you're used to that and that's the way you really want to be and where you want to live that lifestyle, that is fine if you're want to be in that state of mind and in that state of being. But most people do not want to be in a situation to where they blow up and cause themselves harm or cause someone else harm, or tear up some things and do damage to people's property or their own property. Most people do not want that. But they don't know how to control that in a way that they can be productive with their life and deal with situations on a calm basis and change a drastic situation to become a better situation for them to have a better life and a much more productive life with things that they are trying to achieve in life and goals that they're trying to achieve. All of these things are based on states of mind, different states of being, different attitudes creates different states. And these different states, I'm speaking of states, which I get this from Neville Goddard, talking about states. All of these different attitudes and different ways, every human being that's here on this earth, male or female, are different ways to be a human being. It's no set way on being the person that you are trying to be in life. You can be one way today, change your life, and become another person tomorrow. This is a simple way of doing that. If I'm a person that want a better job in life, the way that I do this with the I am in myself, instead of me talking about I don't have enough education, I'm not capable for this job of this position, other people have better education or higher education than I do, and they have a better skill set to do the job than I do, then what you're doing is if you listen to what you're saying to yourself, you're saying I am not good enough to be in the position that I want to have in life. But the way this really works and the way God really creates things in life is he creates them by simply saying, I am. I am that new position that I'm seeking on my job. I am that new position as a owner of a company. I am that person that can do this job and do this job well. That is how God creates every state of being that it is to be. If you think about it, you also create bad situations in your life by simply saying, I don't like that. I don't like them. I don't like him. I don't like her. I don't like the way that they looked at me. I don't like the way that they talked to me. When you say those things, you're creating that world and you're creating your subconscious mind, putting patterns in there for your subconscious mind to bring that back to you and bring it back into your life by simply saying what you do not want. And by you saying what you do not want, your subconscious mind has to bring that back into your life in a later date. It may be tomorrow, it may be next week, it may be a year from now. But you put that into motion by simply saying, I do not like this. I do not like that. I hate this. I hate that. Well, you practice that so much till your subconscious mind has to bring that to you later in life. Sometimes today, depending on how much emotions and how much feelings you have into that and how much you've been using those words in the wrong direction of your life, your subconscious mind will bring that back to you rapidly and fast. But if you really truly change the way that you're directing your energy and your words, redirect them into the direction that you want them to go. If you're having marital problems, most people that are having problems with their marriage always complain about the spouse and what they're not getting from their spouse. They're not getting enough love. They're not getting enough affection. They feel like they're not being treated right. They feel like they're being overlooked. Nothing that they do is good enough. Well, what they're doing is using the I am in themselves to create that for that person. No matter how much that person wants to be with them or do right by them, they're creating their own marriage to be backwards and be a bad marriage. But if they'll simply think in their head and use their mind to just relax and think about the romantic stuff that they would want in their life, Then use the I am as they're sitting around and just meditating, and just, even if you're driving your car to work or driving your car from work, or if you're just driving on a commute to take the children to school, or to take and go walk out to the mailbox or anything, use your mindset to think about the romantic stuff that you would want to happen between you and your spouse. Stop thinking about all of the stressful problems and all of the ways of getting money and just overlooking your partner or your spouse simply because you are focused on that instead of being focused on using your mind to have a good relationship, using your mind to have a good balanced relationship. And you simply have to use your mind by saying, I am a person that have a good relationship with my husband or my wife. My wife and I do lovely things together. I am all that she needs. I am all that he needs. Whatever your situation may be, you have to use your mindset as, I am better than this. I am a good person. I am a loving husband. I am a caring husband. I am a caring wife. I am a better wife. I am a better father to my children. I am a better mother to my children. You have to use those words in your heart and in your thoughts to change the way that you want your life to be. You may not want to be a good mother or may not want to be a good father. Guess what? You can also use that mindset the same way you always been using it. And guess what? You will become better and better at not being a good parent by simply saying, I don't want to be fooled up with this. I don't want to be fooled up with those kids. Those kids get on my nerves. I get sick of those kids. And guess what? They will get you sick. They will make you sick. They will cause you within your own mind. They're not making you sick, but your words of I am that you're using are affecting your life. And this is what I want to share with you about I am. I am can be directed in any pathway of life you want it to go in, simply by saying, I am bad, I am good, I am a good person, I am a person that is caring, I'm a person that understands, I am God's child, I came from God, I must go back to God, so while I'm here on earth, I can do what God said that I can do. Jesus Christ told you that you were God's. You were just like he was. And guess what? People with the wrong thoughts, the wrong conscious mind, consciousness put Jesus Christ on the cross. It was not consciousness of his consciousness, but it was people as a group, as a collective group of thinking, the way that they thought as a group is what put him on the cross. And it had to be fulfilled the way that the people wanted it, because God cannot go against what you want in life. He cannot do that. If you choose to be a drug dealer, if you choose to be a prostitute, if you choose to be a kingpin, if you choose to be a multi-billionaire, if you choose to be a wealthy person, if you choose to be whatever you choose to be, God has to allow you to choose that for yourself. And guess what? If you become a prostitute, whenever you go out and do whatever you're doing, God is there with you because he gave you the option to make those choices. That is what God is to the average person. He is whatever they choose to be. If you decide that you want to make a better life for yourself, guess what? God is there with you, helping you make those decisions based on the fact, the way that you use I am. I am stronger. I am wealthy. I am healthy. You practice putting those things into practice over and over and over and over again. And guess what? It will show up in your life. You will start to notice that you feel better. You will start to notice that you are getting up with more energy. You're starting to notice that life is turning around. You're getting little small miracles in life where people are just showing up, interacting with you and having good conversations with you about the right things in life. I know what I'm talking about because I have lived on both sides of the fence. And I do know that when you choose to become somebody that is a criminal or somebody that's doing something wrong, guess what? Those people will automatically show up into your life because your subconscious mind vibrates on the same frequency as those criminals when you start to act and be like those people. They automatically have to show up into your life. If you decide that you want a different lifestyle, if you want to become like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett, you have to start associating yourself with those type of people, with those type of videos, with those type of shows that come on TV, because if you want to be what they are, you have to do what they do. Plain and simple. That's where I am works in your life. I am in the real estate business. I am a productive real estate owner. I love to do what I do. I am is what caused you to be the person that you are. Everything that you have in your life that's collected around you, that you have, the very car that sits in your driveway, it sits in your yard, is a car that you brought to you simply by saying, I want a vehicle. I want this type of a vehicle. Now, you may not have a Lamborghini sitting in the driveway like what you said that you wanted, but you said that in your mind. If you think back to what you said to yourself, you said, well, I just want a car to get me from A to B. And guess what? It is an old jalopy sitting out in your driveway that can only get you from A to B. And if you try to drive it to C, it will break down because that's what you asked for in your subconscious mind. People do this to themselves all the time by simply saying, I just want to have enough to get by. And guess what? When you pay all of your bills, you have no money left over. Guess what? You made it by. And that is the way that you're living in your subconscious mind by saying, I just want to have enough to get by. People, this is why you need to change the I am in your head, in your heart, in your emotions, and make the I am be what it is that you want to come out in your life. You must do this if you want to have a new life and a new opportunity for life. I am. That is a deep subject. We will get more into going deeper and deeper in the I ams. And I promise you that I will send and make more videos to show you personal things that I have achieved in my life simply by saying I am. I went from being a criminal to being a productive person, went to owning a couple of businesses of my own. Those businesses failed after I decided to change my mind and change the direction of where I wanted to go in my life. I've created jobs that I wanted to go to work at, companies that I wanted to go to work, simply by saying I want to go to work there, because at the time that I did it, I thought it was a good idea to be doing that. Well, guess what? I got a job at those companies. Now, later down the road, I found out the I am in me said, no, that's not the type of job that I really thought it was going to be. It did not work out for me. So guess what? I used the I am in me to create a new direction of where I wanted to be at. Now I have a job that I can go to work, come home in the afternoons, and make these videos. This is my next I am for life. This is my I am to be able to change the direction of my life. I am is what you can use and what you're going to have to use to change your own life by simply using I am for yourself. I am a better person. I am a person that do not smoke. If you want to be a person that smokes cigarettes, guess what? You have to use your mindset to be in the. You picture yourself learning how to smoke a cigarette or learning how to smoke whatever. You have to start picturing yourself doing that, and guess what? You pick up the habit. And then most people that pick up a cigarette or to drink for the first time that drink alcohol, it's a bad taste. But they just continue to use it and do it and do it and do it. And then eventually their palate gets to where it adore that taste and loves that taste. And guess what? You get a habit of doing it. Now you just get a habit of smoking cigarettes. You get a habit of drinking alcohol. And guess what? Most of the time, people that started out, when they take that first sip, it's a bad taste to their mouth because they're not used to that. But they continue to do that based on the way that they see their friends react when they smoke, that when they drink, they see their friends and neighbors do it. So guess what? That makes them want to do that based on the feeling that they think that those people are getting when they do that. But if you decide to change and say, no, I don't want to be a person that drink alcohol, I don't want to be a person that smokes cigarettes or smokes cigars, guess what? If you already that person that's doing that, you use your I am to start doing that. Now you can use your I am to stop doing that. But you have to replace the old I ams with brand new I ams. And you have to use those I ams constantly, motion, step by step by step by step, to create a new I am within yourself. If you want to become wealthy, you must do what wealthy people do. You must find a way. Your phone, if you have a telephone, which I see 6-year-old children walking around with telephones, so I know just about everybody on this planet pretty much has telephones. If you have a telephone, use that telephone to create a new lifestyle for yourself. Use that telephone to create a new world for yourself, a new I am. Don't just go on your Facebook or your TikTok or live and just see videos of other people doing stuff with their life to get you attracted to their lifestyle. What you need to be doing is looking at what it is that you want in your own personal life. What is it that you need in your personal life? You may not want to be a multi-billionaire, but you want to be rich. You want to be able to have income coming in to where it's passive income, to where you can be home and you can enjoy life with your family and go on trips. Guess what? You must use your I am to create that kind of lifestyle for yourselves. Now, this I am, that the way Jesus Christ uses I am, and the way that Neville Goddard uses the I am in their lives, is a pretty much passive way of doing I am. And things come to you basically in a passive way in most situations when you use the I am properly. But most of the time we're not taught that. We're taught that you have to get out here and do the hustle and bustle to create the I am in your life. But guess what, people? Most people don't know how they got what they got in their life. They'll tell you some strange, I worked hard, I worked my butt off to get this, this, and that. Well, if that is the case, then how is it that you say, oh, that showed up in my life, and I remember asking for that when I was a kid. I remember asking for that last month, and all of a sudden it just showed up in my life. I remember asking my coworker, where did he get that hat from that he's got on his head? And 2 days later, he bought me a brand new one and gave it to me. This is, if you think about that, that's I am bringing stuff to you in your life. I am that you use your mind, your thoughts will bring stuff to you in a passive way most of the times. But most people are afraid to do that. Most people are afraid to use that. Most people want to use their intellect and they want to use their knowledge and skills to bring stuff into their life. And guess what? If you are a person that likes to eat peaches, you can literally say, I love peaches and I would like for someone to give me some peaches. Try it. It doesn't even have to be the season for peaches. If you want them bad enough and use the I am just simply by saying that I want some peaches, I am within you will bring you some peaches. It's just that simple, people. All you have to do is sit back and think about the way it is that you want your life. Not the way that your neighbor wants your life. Not the way that your mother wants your life. Not the way that your father wants your life. Not the way that your brother wants your life, or your sister, or your wife, or your husband. It's what is it that you want out of life. If you want it bad enough, you must sit around and think it up. You must ride around, drive around. I don't care, as long as you use your mind to think what it is that I want in my life. Just like Neville Goddard said, he went to the army. He did not want to be in the army. Guess what? He used his mindset to go back home. He pictured himself going back home. He did the normal thing by filling out the normal paperwork. They denied the paperwork. He went back into his mindset and used his mindset to picture himself at home doing the things that he loved to do, walking through his home in his imagination, touching his furniture, feeling his furniture, walking from room to room, place to place in his home. And guess what? He made it out of the army with no problems. The colonel that had him in the army turned him loose and gave him an honorable discharge simply because he used his mindset to do this. I use my mindset to go from one position in life to another position in life. I use my mindset by saying I am this person that I am trying to become. I am great at doing this job. I am up to the challenge and I will achieve the challenge and the goals that it will take for me to be the person that I decide to be. And once I make those decisions, I become those people simply by saying, I am that. That's what the book, The Secret, the movie, The Secret is all about. Look at it, watch it, look it up. The Secret. It is simply telling you that I am is God within you. And that God that is within you as I am is whatever you choose it to be. Al Capone, Malcolm X, whatever you choose to become, you can become. If you want to become the President of the United States, you can become the President of the United States. If you want to become the First Lady President of the United States, you can do this. If you want to become the first transgender of the President of the United States, you can do this by using I am. No one can stop you from doing this. From the presidents that we've had in the office earlier in life, you know that if they can get there, you can get there. This is just that simple. The world will open up and give you everything that you need to become whatever it is that you desire to become. All you have to do is want it bad enough and say, I am that. Let no one change your mind. Let no one change your heart. Become focused on what it is that you want, and you will become that I am that you desire. And I wish you all the luck. And I will have more videos coming up, more topics that we will talk about. But the main thing that we are going to discuss on this channel is I am. And I'm going to start listening and watching and reading some of your comments on what it is that the I am in you have changed. If you need help with the I am in you, write me, text me, do something to get in contact with me so that I will know, and I will read your comments and get back with you, and we will talk about these topics. If you want a change in your life, if you're tired of the way that you're living and desperate to get out of those situations, we can do this together by simply using the I am in you to become the person that you want to become. Become what it is that you want out of life. Guess what? We can do this by simply using the I am in ourselves. But the first thing that you must do is you must recognize, how do I want this situation to unfold in my life? What it is that I want to be a change in my life. Guess what? When I was younger, I was brought up in a family to where it was common for the family members to do whatever they wanted to do for the men to cheat on the women. And guess what? As I grew up and got older in life, I did not want that anymore. So guess what? I had to use the I am within myself to not become like I used to be. And guess what? I simply had to change that I am within myself day by day, step by step. Now I'm a person that does not do those things anymore, simply because I use the I am within myself to change that. You can do whatever you want to do in life. I am in you will change that in your life. I cannot tell you how you want to live. Maybe you want to have a wife and 3 girlfriends. That's your problem. But the I am in you will give you what you want. And you know that it will. The problem is, how do you want your life? Each end and direction that you go in has an end to it though. That's the problem with dealing with life in those crazy ways, by changing and going in different directions and doing the wrong things in life. Those different lifestyle has end problems that comes into that life. So what it is that you want, you must tell yourself. And if you're doing things in life to harm other people, that's not the God way. That's not what God is wanting. God is wanting you to learn to use the I am within yourself to become a better person for the environment, for the people around you, to be able to help people, to be able to show people how to become better people. That is what the I am will do for you. That's what the I am is. I am is whatever you choose it to be. And people, you can make a difference in your life, in your own life, in your lives around you. You can have a relationship with people. That relationship can be bad. You can have a boss that you do not get along with. Guess what? If you'll come home and use your mindset to think of you and that boss having a good conversation, you and that boss talking about really nice things, you and that boss talking about growing the company, you're put in a better position to help the company. You and that boss are getting along really nice. They're inviting you for Christmas dinners. They're inviting you over for Thanksgiving dinners. You're getting raised. They're getting your opinion. They're using your ideas. Simply by using the I am in you to think of a better way. Stop using your mindset, your conscious mind, to make programs in your subconscious mind that's saying that me and my boss don't get along. And if they come to me today with this, I swear I'm going to blow my top. I am so sick and tired of these people at this job. They get on my nerves. Guess what you're doing? You're creating that with your conscious thoughts for your subconscious mind to record that and say, okay, tomorrow they want to have problems out of their boss. So guess what? I am in them will bring you your boss getting on your nerves. And every time you turn around, they're going to call you and say, hey, I need you to do this. I need for you to do that. They will get on your nerves because you planted that seed out of your conscious thought, put it into your subconscious mind, and it must play out in your life because your subconscious mind will give you what it is that you desire based on the way that you put it in and out of your mindset. Most people get things in life that they don't want. The reason why they get what they don't want because they talk about what they don't want in life more than they do talk about the things that they desire. If you'll start using your conscious thoughts to dream up a life that you want by daydreaming, thinking of it often and throughout the day as much as you can, through at work, at home, when you're doing things around the house, when you're doing things at work, when you go into the restroom, when you're washing your hands, think of the things in life that you want through a daydream. And guess what? You're putting a recording into your subconscious mind to give you the things that you want for tomorrow. It's just that simple. Start using a conscious thought. I am in paradise. I am in Bora Bora with my feet hanging over the dock, wade my toes in the water. I'm having the best time of my life. I left home, all of my bills are paid. I do not have to worry about that. I have enough money to be able to have a good time in Bora Bora. I can stay over here for 2 weeks. I have my flight back and forth. Everything is paid for. When I get back home, my company is running just great. I had no hiccups while my company was gone. They ran that company so smooth. I'm so proud of my co-workers. I'm so proud of my CEO. I'm so proud of everybody at my company. I'm so proud that I had a great time. And the whole time that I was gone on my vacation, my company ran smooth. I did not get one telephone call with bad news. I only got all great news the whole time that I was on my trip. My family of co-workers have really taken care of me. We work together in a nice environment. I have a nice home to go to. I have a nice wife to go to. My children are loving. My neighbors are loving. All of these things you speak into your life. If you speak them into your life with a conscious thought, the more you speak it, the more it becomes a subconscious thought to where your subconscious mind will vibrate with a good vibration or a vibration that resonates with those good thoughts. And guess what? It will show up into your life with no effort. This is what I am is all about. We will talk more on this subject of the I am in your life. And we will make it